subscribe and hit that bell.
Yes, good afternoon. How is everybody doing? Good evening. I got a little bit of time tonight, so you see, I am set up. I'm gonna be very, very creative and informative tonight. Big fight week, pay-per-view, Devin Haney, um, Lomachenko. But what I'm gonna do tonight, I'm going to expose some fraudulent activity and a lot of things that don't add up, right? Because I was watching the Devin Haney Lomachenko press conference, right? And upon watching it, I was in the chat and I was seeing the Alphabet Boys. Some of them was trying to make their presence felt in the chat. And I thought to myself, I'm going to do a live on this. And I'm going to play a lot of stuff. Shout out to WCS First in the building. Appreciate the support. OG, comrade, one of the elders who I get a lot of hot grease and I turn it into the sauce. Shout out to WCS. And that's what I'm going to give y'all tonight, some sauce. And this is sauce is going to really shake the game up. And like I normally do, whenever I'm at the crib and I'm settled in like this, I'm not on my phone, I'm in front of my laptop or computer. I really spice it up for y'all. That's what I'm going to do tonight. And how I'm going to spice it up, Devin Haney is all over ESPN. For a while, the Alphabet Boys, yes, the LDBC, a lot of YouTubers, their narrative was always Toprank Toby, ESPN don't promote boxing, Top Rank this and Top Rank that. I'm going to play some audio of Devin Haney at the press conference out of his own mouth saying that basically that he's happy with what Top Rank has been doing for him, happy with being on ESPN. So this source today is going to be, yes, catered towards the Alphabet Boys, the narrative nobodies, like I like to call them. Are you guys going to carry that same energy for Devin now? Are you going to call Devin a top-ranked Toby? Because he just said it himself, but I'm going to let you hear him say it, that he is happy being on Top Rank, that he is pretty much happy with how they're promoting this fight. And by the way, they are doing a good job. I know the narrative pushers would like to compare Tank, and you can't compare Top Rank and PBC. Number one, I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of PBC stuff is smoke and mirrors. They cater to a specific type of crowd. Al Heyman has the music industry entertainment background, so a lot of comp tickets he throws to those type of people to attract the event. But we're not going to discuss that. What we're all going to discuss is, are you guys still going to have the same energy now towards Devin and Bill? Because Bill is one of your favorites. It's LDBC or nothing. Bill wears your shirts. But his son just came out and said that he is happy with the job that ESPN and Top Rank is doing. And not for nothing, he has been all over ESPN this week. I'm going to play a clip from him and Stephen A. Smith. I started to call him Steven Jackson, but Stephen Smith. But are you guys going to call Devin Toprank Toby now, the same way you did about Bud? That is the question I wanted to pose, and I wanted to ask one of the weirdo dudes, who I like to call the online gangbangers, the internet guys. They was all in the chat screaming LDBC strong. Why don't you pull up to the fight? Why don't you actually go to the fight later for all the internet being in the chat and all of that? Can you please stop screaming? I'm doing my podcast. Like I can hear that right now. I'm talking to you calmly. I just asked you like to stop fucking screaming. Like, come back in here and I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna mute the thing out there. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. My bad, y'all. I'm back. I had to grab a couple French fries, man. But are they gonna have that same energy? Like, I wanted to say this in the chat, like, dude, you're in here flagging or gangbanging on the internet. Go to the fight. Have that energy. Go. Why you ain't in Vegas with that energy? Like, nobody wants to hear that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that in the chat. You don't matter. You don't matter. And I'm going to show you how you don't matter. Your boy, Devin is your boy, right? But yet he just said ESPN is where it's at. He also said he's happy with Top Rank. So is he now Top Rank Toby? But let's get to some Devin's audio. Excellent press conference too, man. You see, like, there's different levels. There wasn't a circus atmosphere. Not saying that the PBC's things are the circus atmosphere. Oh, and I wanna highlight Blue Blood. I seen Blue Blood try to do the Ellie setback type move. I commented on his video just to show, like, unlike these other guys, I do watch people's stuff, and I asked him. I said, man, that was great footage. Why didn't you continue it? Why didn't you walk in with him? You know, he was outside waiting as Devin arrived in the Maybach truck, and that was great footage. I seen the other media. A shout out to my guy from Top Rank. I seen him walk in, but then when they got to the metal detectors and where security and the team members go in, Blue shut it down. I thought he was gonna follow in, and that would have been great coverage. But for some reason, he shut it down. Maybe he's, you know, I know these YouTube guys, and I'm saying this respectfully. I know they like to cut their videos and, you know, because they make money off of it. So maybe he's cutting the video and then going to drop more content on it later on. But I just found that odd, you know, as a media guy myself. You know, I'm a Team Tucker media marketing agent. And when I walk with Jihad or, you know, cover these pressers and things of that nature, I like to give you guys the full Monty, all of that. So I don't really cut the camera. I did see Katie Neef and a lot of the top ranked people there. You know, when you're media, because somebody was telling me, I was speaking with a gentleman who's trying to be media, and he was saying that the guy's media too. So when you're media, you could just, they know you could do that. That was just odd to me. But let's get to Devin. Gotta find that clip. Devin is on record stating that he was happy. Man, he was happy with Top Rank. You know, he was happy. Maybe he's not a team member. You know, because I know when you're a team member. Just getting back to the blue, I know when you're a team member. You know, you have media access, but you also have team member access. So maybe he just had media access, and that's why he wasn't allowed to follow Devin all the way in. Could be that too. I don't know. I could be wrong. But like I said, I commented, good footage. Just wish you would have kept it going. Maybe you'd drop it later. But let's get to Devin saying that Top Rank. Yeah, he said top. I was like, when I heard him say that, I was like, did he? Wait, no, he didn't say that. Because that goes against what, the guys, the alphabet boys, like Coach likes to call them. They're not top ranked guys. They're boxing guys, but they're not top ranked guys. They're not top ranked guys. Oh, you are. Come on. Shut the fuck up. Yes, I'm just trying to find the clip right now because I want to get the right clip. He said.
It's my home.
Oh.
And I will say, you can't.
Here, I found. Look at that. Did I just get right to it?
Pay-per-view. You do not want to miss this undisputed lightweight championship of the world, gentlemen. Thank you.
I got right to it. Like he said, Top Rank was his home.
Take an easy touch and run out the door. Devin is a quintessential businessman.
We'll get to that too. That was Bill talking about the deal and running off.
He's just whispering sweet nothings into my ear.
Yeah, no, but we wanted more than anything to know that we've never stiffed any of our business partners.
Man, well, I'm gonna get to that later.
Every deal that we've entered into,
that's Bill.
The contract, and
that's Captain Bill.
To us that this third fight be a fight that Bob wanted, and
we'll get to that.
The Top Rank team wanted, and if there was something else that was on the table, we were open to maybe talk about it or whatever. But right now, we're focused on Lomachenko, and the rest will work itself out.
Loma, I want to ask the same question to you. Saturday night, 4 belts draped over your shoulder. What would you see next for yourself and your camp?
I just want to come back my home and start thinking and start real life. That's it.
Start real life. Yeah.
Talking about future.
I like how Lomo talks.
Future. I don't know. It's too.
It should be a good fight, man. Right now, you see, I did the fight prediction at the gym.
Devin was whispering in my ear.
Here it goes right here, man.
Free agency came out of his mouth into my
ear.
Listen
to what he says though about Top Rank.
Elaborate on that and what you meant.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I see a lot of people talking about me being a free agent after this and this and that. But Top Rank has done a tremendous job with this event, Bob, and the whole team. And I'm happy with what they've done with me so far. And they got a lot of good fighters, that are good future opponents over there on Top Rank. So I'm excited to see what's next. But I like being with ESPN. I like working with Bob and Top Rank.
Oh, man, hold on, let's stop that. He says, I like, and for those of y'all that want to hear it yourself, this is courtesy of the press conference, Top Rank page, 1 hour and 8 minutes in, timestamp. He says he likes working with Top Rank, likes being on ESPN. Now, are you guys going to come for Devin? Now, you're going to call him a sellout, a Top Rank Toby You see, he said that. But this goes against all of the things that so many of you radicals, internet radicals, stand for. But once again, the timestamp on that is 1 hour, 8 minutes in. Devin, and I quote, I'll let him say it again. Hold on. It's better when they say it, you know.
Top Rank, and you see it with Loma and his family. You see it with Devin and his family. And I think that's what makes Saturday night with Devin and his family.
So I'm excited to see what's next. But I like being with ESPN. I like working with Bob and Top Rank, and this is my home.
And I will say candidly with you guys,
man, let me stop that again. That was Devin. That wasn't me. He said it's his home. Is he a Toby now? LDBC guys, radicals, internet toughies. Devin just said he likes being on ESPN. He likes being with Top Rank. Is he a Toby? Huh? Is he a Toby? It's his home. Is he a sellout now? Is Devin a sellout? Is he breaking code? Is he breaking code? These are questions. I can't wait to see some of your videos now. Did Devin break code by saying ESPN is doing a good job? He likes fighting on Top Rank. Did he just break code, man? Because when Terrence was over there, and this is for a lot of you radicals. That's why I call you guys radicals, because the fight is taking place this week. I don't see none of you radicals in the trenches, the front lines. I highlighted one of your comrades. He's out there. But to me, and I say this respectfully, he doesn't add up to me. He's still riding around in circles, and it is what it is, man. He's a jokester to me. But at least he's out there. At least he's out there doing what he does. But where the rest of y'all at, man? You're not there. Now, is Devin Top Rank Toby? Man, he just said that was his home. And I got this piece I want to play as well for you guys that say that your channels, your YouTube channels, you're bigger than the program. So why this week, with this being Devin's biggest fight to date, pay-per-view, I seen he was on the Stephen A. Smith show. I'm going to play that whole 5-minute audio. I'll let the whole audio play because it was good. It was very good. I think Devin, like he said, he likes the attention. And I think this puts him, like Stephen A. was saying, is giving him a broader audience. Because contrary to what you alphabet boys, like Coach will call you, like to think, your audience, your community are not needle movers, let alone real supporters. Because, like I said, how many of y'all are out there? I seen a lot of y'all in the chat. You guys have a great online presence, but how far does online really go? And if we compare some of the fighters that have drunk the Kool-Aid and went with y'all respectfully, their numbers went in the opposite direction. Well, let's get to Devin and Stephen A. Smith. Great piece. Devin is liking the attention, man. Devin wants his spot. And I think my video yesterday shook it up because he looked like himself today. He didn't want to be somebody else. Here it is, though.
The main event of a top-ranked boxing card at MGM Garden Arena in Las Vegas on ESPN Plus. Devin Haney standing by. Stephen A., take it away.
Here with Devin Haney, lightweight champion of the world. Good to see you, my man. You got this big fight coming up against Lomachenko this weekend.
He had the LA hat on today.
This fight is
good job, Devin.
At this point in time in your career, and why?
With the hoodie, fatigue hoodie.
Oh, this fight is everything. This is a fight that I've been wanting for 4 years now. I've been calling for Loma since I was his mandatory. So now that I have the belts, I decided that I wanted to fight him when a lot of other people didn't want to fight him. Wouldn't want to fight him if they was in my position. But this fight is it means legacy for me. He's a future Hall of Famer, and I look to take on his experience when I beat him.
You said you've been wanting him for years. Why him specifically more so than anybody else? There's a lot of lightweights. We just saw Garcia. We just saw Gervonta Davis and others. Why did you want Loma so badly?
Great question, Levels. I want to highlight Stephen A. Smith right there. That was a great question. And Devin set himself up for that question. And he also gave Stephen A. the opportunity to throw in the other guys, like Uncle Jay would say, the other guys. He gave him the opportunity to throw them in, and you see how he threw them in professionally, but he's putting them in there. The big fight that just took place about a month ago. Tank and Ron, you see he threw them in there. But pay attention, school is in session.
So badly all of these years.
His resume speaks for itself. He is, like I said, he's a future Hall of Famer. And with that victory against him, I take on his experience. I put myself one step closer to where I want to be, and that's an all-time great, one of the top guys on the pound-for-pound list, and solidifies me as the best in the division.
Very early in his career, he lost his second professional fight. Since then, he was pretty much dominating everybody he went up against until he ran into Teofimo Lopez, and Lopez beat him by decision. What did you learn from that fight, watching Lopez beat him, watching Lopez beat Lomachenko? What were your thoughts about Lomachenko from seeing that fight?
I mean, I'm taking little things from what Tio did in that fight. He did some good things in that fight. But every opponent, they do certain things good. I just take a little bit from there, take a little bit from this person and that person, and put it towards my game plan. And we're gonna do a lot of what Devin Haney does at the same time.
You're 29-0, but 15 knockouts. A lot of people have questioned your knockout power. They know that you're an exceptional boxer. You're a brilliant boxer. You got a lot of skills. Obviously, Floyd Money Mayweather has been a mentor to some degree. Obviously, your father plays a significant role in your life. We know about that. But as the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, tell the world what folks should expect to see from Devin Haney. Not just this fight, but how you evaluate your career and where you stand in the sport of boxing at this particular moment in time.
Stop it right there. That was a phenomenal question. Fair question. And I want to say a great professional question, because Stephen A. gave, and before I let Devin's answer ring out, he just set the platform for him to basically speak abroad on ESPN to many people, not the alphabet community, but to a broader community of who Devin Haney is as a fighter. Devin wants to have his own identity. And I know people was telling me yesterday, the video that I did, why did I do that? Because I feel that Devin is so caught up, and I say this respectfully, him, his father, they have a jealousy towards Tank's popularity. Instead of them focusing on them, this is the opportunity right here for them. And we're going to get to what Devin said as his answer, to show who they are. Later for who Tank Davis is and what he has going on. Show the world who you are, what you bring to the table, why the dream is so special. And respectfully, the Alphabet Boys, the guys that like to call people Toprank Toby, you're not getting it done for him. But maybe this right here. Let's see his answer. Let's get to his answer.
We're not usually ones that like to toot our own horn.
Let's get to Devin's answer.
The moment in time.
I'm the best fighter in the world, point blank, period. Undisputed for a reason. I'm taking on the toughest task one by one. Keep lining them up. I'm going to keep beating them, keep knocking them down. I bring everything to the table. Anybody that say anything about power when they get in the ring with me is something different. And I will show it on Saturday night. I will show, another aspect of my game. And I'm excited for it. I want the fans to tune in because it's going to be a fun night with me and my team.
Well, we're going to tune in because Lomachenko is no joke and you're no joke either. No question about it. I can't wait to see this fight. But I asked that question because I want to know for people who haven't seen enough of Devin Haney for you to really crystallize for all of us what.
Stop it. Did you just hear? He basically said what I was telling you. Well, I was basically telling you. That's why I stopped it. Because, hey, what do I know? Well, he gave him the platform, the ear, to let people know who he is. And that's all I ever really do when I get at him, mock him, clown him, is to say, like, bro, later for Tank, be Devin, be you. You can't get caught up in what he's doing. Do what you do. Continue to do what you do. But let's get to some more of this.
Of Devin Haney, for you to really crystallize for all of us what your skill set is. What do you believe you bring to the table? When you call yourself the best in the world, think about it. We got to think about Canelo Alvarez, at least at one point. Think about this. Terence Crawford and others. Why are you the best in the world?
It's nothing that I can't do. That's the thing. That's why it's hard for me to say one thing because it's nothing that I can't do. I bring it all to the table. I'm a young vet in the game, student of the game that can do it all, and I will show on Saturday night all my attributes. I'm bringing my toolbox. I'm bringing out all the tools, and I can't wait.
With other notable lightweight champions, lightweight contenders as well, a lot of people getting recognition and shine that obviously you feel you deserve, and I agree with you, you do deserve it. I'm wondering your mentality going into this fight. Do you believe you just need to win, or do you think you need to win in spectacular fashion and do something nobody has been able to do, and that's knock out Lomachenko?
Of course, a win means everything. A win is a win. At the end of the day, I want to go in there and I want to make a statement. I want to show that I'm levels above this guy. I want to show that I'm upset that he made me wait 4 years. So this is not just a fight. This is personal to me, and I like to bring something more to the table than just a victory. I want to do something that nobody's done before, and whether it's a knockout or whether it's just a beating. I like to go in there and impose my will on him.
Top Rank pay-per-view on ESPN Plus Saturday night. Undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney, up against Mr. Lomachenko. He is something special, but so are you. Thanks a lot for being on First Take. I'll be watching the fight, my man. Thanks so much.
Man, First Take, man. That was a good look for Devin. Excellent look for him. Hopefully he does what he says he does, man. He's going to have the world watching. It doesn't matter if his numbers aren't as big as Tank's. He still has the stage. Most likely after the fight, if the numbers aren't as big as Tank, that's what the detractors, the naysayers are going to use. But him being on ESPN, getting this type of exposure, getting interviewed by Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith asking him great questions is a chance. So now it's on him. you know. But like I said, Saturday is the fight. We got to see what the Alphabet Boys are going to do now. Is he a top ranked Toby? Is Devin a sellout for saying that ESPN is his home? He likes being on Top Rank and with ESPN. Now let's rewind back. I'm not gonna really particularly play his audio, but because it was a lot going on in that press conference. You heard Bill Haney, Captain Bill, refer to some of the business and deals and partnerships and obligations because not for nothing. See, if you it depends who you talk to and who you listening to. For Bill to mention that, because I'm trying to say this respectfully, because it's gonna a lot of y'all, but some of my listeners will be able to catch this because they will grasp what I'm talking about, but majority of y'all are not gonna understand. I remember when Bill was on, I believe it was Barbershop Conversation, Fred Hawthorne, and another guy that people really don't like was on there, Rick Glacier. It was Bill, Rick, and Fred, and they were speaking about deals and situations and things of that nature. And Rick Glacier brought something up in regards to a deal being made. See, most of y'all aren't going to understand this because the reason why I say y'all not going to understand this because a lot of you guys are guys that get on here and talk about contracts. And I did a very good comedic piece on that yesterday. You guys get on here and talk about contracts. Like with this boxing, a lot of stuff gets done behind the scenes. Yeah, behind the scenes, And what you see on the scenes is basically Chappelle. A lot of people that pull strings and use other techniques, but a lot that goes on with the world of boxing gets done behind the scenes. So when Rick Glacier and Bill in Barbershop was on, and Rick Glacier says something to the effect of the fact that a deal was made for Devin back then. So when I hear Bill talk about business dealings and his contracts and holding up his end of the bargain, it just made me think about that. I was like, wow. I was like, why would he? Why does he? But if you know. But to me, I was like, damn, Bill, you why you're straight up, man. You're straight up, right? What do you? Why are you carrying it like that right now? Huh? Why are you carrying it like that? Why are you carrying it like that? But that's Bill, though, man. Shout out to Captain Bill. They said they waited 4 years. 4 years for this opportunity. I want to touch on that, right? You know why they waited 4 years? Because deals were done. And I know most of y'all that's going to get on here and probably speak about this, they're going to run with the narrative that Lomachenko didn't want to fight him because he was scared. No, listen to what his manager said, right? 4 years ago, right, Devin Haney was and I say this respectfully, right? If you really follow Devin Haney, like a lot of you guys claim you do, well, you guys, Devin Haney always was calling out top guys, right? Remember, he wanted to fight Robert Easter Jr., all these guys back in the day when he was considered the Mexican assassin. It is what it is, respectfully. He started his career in Mexico. A lot of wins in Mexico, right? So when you hear Igas, hopefully I said his name right, say that Devin didn't bring nothing to the table to fight Lomachenko. These guys are businessmen, right? Just say he would have fought him then, right? When Devin and Bill and them would, like they like to say, capping and chasing. What was the fight really worth? Now, when guys like Derrick James, who was one of y'all favorite on here, especially the Alphabet Boys, talks like this, you guys respect it. So now respect it when Igas, hopefully I said that right, is saying that. Derrick James just stated that when they asked him about Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis, who's going to pay for the fight, right? That's pretty much what Lomo and his people were saying about Haney 4 years ago. Who's going to pay for the fight? Who's going to pay for the fight? Not the Alphabet Boys. They don't even go to fights. Look, this is Devin Haney's biggest fight. How many of them are there? How many of them are covering the fight? What are they doing? They're doing this right here. They're at home. They're probably sitting on their couch, because right now I'm sitting on my couch. That's what they're doing. They're not in Vegas. And the ones that are in Vegas, they are faking it till they make it. They supposedly are leveling up, but are they really leveling up? Think about it. You can't be a boxing, quote unquote, executive advisor doing some of the things that these guys that claim they are doing. Yes, that is a fact. Shout out to T in the building. T said they are on their computers. That is a fact. That's exactly where they're at. They're on their computers, sending out emails and things of that nature. They're not in Vegas. They didn't cover the press conference. Let me see. Let me look right now to see who was actually at the press conference. Like I said, they're the only one out there. And salute to Blue. Blue was out there. Blue attempted to try to do an Ellie setback. But, I mean, like I said, maybe he'll drop that footage later. Because, like I said, those guys, this is a source of income from them. That's the things they do. They cut their videos, they edit their videos. But I was like, damn, bro, that was some good footage. Why did you stop? You was walking in with him. Upon the arrival, him pulling up, you should have kept the camera going. But I don't know. Maybe he'll drop the rest of that later. Because I know he was in the crowd, in the media section, for the actual presser. So maybe he's going to drop that footage later. But I could be wrong, I could be wrong. But not to lose track of the thesis of this, is Devin Haney a top-ranked Toby now, man? He said it, man. That's his home. He's happy with ESPN and being on ESPN and Top Rank. Now, this goes against some of the videos that was out there. I'm going to use Champ Side. Champ Side was on record to saying he's a champ that feels he's bigger than ESPN. That ESPN doesn't promote boxing, that YouTube promotes boxing. So why is Devin happy to be over there if they don't promote boxing enough? Right? Does that make sense, man? I got 5 of y'all in here. Did my statement right there make any sense? If hold on, thank you, WCS. Let's see what WCS just said. He said, "Come on, Shalom." The convertible earned to 6 more subs and street credibility. Oh man, I'm gonna get to that. I'll get to that too in a second. I'll definitely get to that. But champ side, Devin was on. He said he's happy to be on ESPN. You are on record as to you're one of these guys on YouTube that think you're bigger than ESPN. That ESPN doesn't talk enough about boxing. So now that Devin has come out and said he's home, is he a sellout for saying that? Is he? Is Devin a sellout now? Did Devin break code? Did he break code? Let's get to this comment while that soaks in on y'all, man. He said the convertible earned him 6 more subs and street credibility. I want to say this. When you are doing maneuvers like that, and that's what you do around your way, why wouldn't you do it when you go out of town? But maybe he was going to a meeting. Maybe he was, because this is a guy that always does this, and he says he's making moves. He's, meeting people, but yet he's always on the move. So I just, yesterday I was like, wow, this is. I was sent the video. I laughed. I was like, man, you would have been better off doing it in your hotel room. You would have been better off doing it in your hotel room. But to each his own, And I want to say this to those of y'all that support and donate. That's where your money is going. If you know, you know. So refresh the super chat. But let me get back to topic. Thank you for that comment, WCS. Appreciate that. So Devin is happy with ESPN. Why? When the narrative is boxing is bigger on YouTube than ESPN. Boxing YouTubers are bigger than ESPN. So I always try to source stuff very well when I do this from the crib. Why is Devin Haney happy with being on ESPN and Top Rank? A place that is with YouTube and YouTube content creators want us to believe that it's better to be on YouTube than ESPN and Top Rank. Let that soak in for a second, man. I'll give y'all a second. Hopefully somebody can take in what I said and tell me if what I just said makes any sense. Because Devin is happy to be on a network that we are told, and a promotional company that we are told is Top Rank Toby, according when it comes to Bud Crawford. And we are told by YouTube channels and YouTubers that YouTube content creators, YouTube boxing is bigger than ESPN. Give me 2 minutes. Let that soak in. Hopefully when I come back, somebody will have a comment and we can see if I'm making sense. Yes, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. T said, well, for one, he ain't gonna worry about back end money. Oh, guaranteed money. Guaranteed money, yes. Well, T, if you're still in here, is and I'm gonna say this respectfully. Last time I checked, are there any YouTube channel networks that put on fights? Are there any YouTube boxing channel promoters? Are there any YouTube boxing channel managers? So now, when you hear a YouTube boxing fighter favorite come out and say that he is happy to be on ESPN, he didn't jump up there and say, I'm happy to be with the Alphabet Boys. I'm happy to be with this YouTube platform. I'm happy to be with this YouTube boxing promotional company. He said, I am happy. I'm home with ESPN and Top Rank. And prior to that, he was home with Matchroom Boxing, The Zone. When it came time for Devin to do deals, look how I always try to source up. I'm getting nice with this. Whenever it came time for Devin to do deals, but yet he's not considered a top-ranked Toby or a sellout, he always went with the other instead of the brothers. Remember, he took the Mexico route, but then he was on Showbox. He didn't sign with Mayweather Promotion nor the PBC. He went with Matchroom, Eddie, The Zone. Became undisputed with Top Rank, Lou DiBella. So I say to you, radical power to the people channels that been with Devin forever, is Devin a sellout? Is he a top-ranked Toby? Because it seems like Devin, for as long as he has been on the main stage, goes against all of the narratives that you guys push. Did y'all catch this source? Did I tie the source in very well tonight? Did I tie it in very well tonight? Did I tie the source in very well tonight? So did Devin break code? Did Devin break code? Or Devin always been about the bag, the exposure, and maybe you guys can't get him the exposure nor the bag? Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? He said, nah, I never heard of them. Not them. Yeah, me neither, T. Me neither, man. Never heard of them. Never. I never seen a YouTuber with all the views and quote unquote algorithm traction and all that, run a card. Now they might do a fight party. They do fight parties, but that's not actually putting on. The closest I've seen, right, for a YouTuber, and they're not even YouTubers, was BLK Prime. And we see what happened with that. They put on one major show, and we're waiting on the next one. He said he wanted the bag and exposure. Yeah. It's all about this performance, man. If he has a excellent performance, sky's the limit for him, man. Sky's the limit, because the MGM Grand is sold out. It's sold out, right? It is sold out. So he could cross that one off, right? As far as he doesn't sell. That's Vegas. He's from Oakland, but he fights out of Vegas now. So a sellout crowd at the MGM Grand is good. Now the pay-per-views, like I said, they most likely going to come way short of what Tank and Garcia did. But if he still has a respectable showing, he will be all right, man. Because one thing about who the people that's behind him now, Bob, Top Rank, ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. What they say the Top Rank shirts are saying right now? Been in the game since 66 or 60 something. They're not going nowhere, man. They're not going nowhere. You know why? Because they have a system intact. They are consistent. They are a machine. It's no smoke and mirrors over there. You see how tomorrow's Thursday. They are all. If you look on YouTube right now, right? They're promoting this fight heavy. Now the detractors, the haters, the YouTubers, right? Because like I said, the fight is not gonna do like Tank and Ryan. It might be a way better competitive fight, but the hype, the show, the event, it's not gonna do what's the name of them did, because Top Rank is in the circus, and I say that respectfully. PBC, we just seen it's a circus. It's a circus. It is. Look at Tony Weeks. Tony Weeks got the call from the ringmaster and did what he did last Saturday. That's circus activity. Just let's I finished pretty much my thesis, so now I'm just gonna go in on some random source right now. Let's put the shoe on the other foot. If that was a Top Rank fight and Top Rank Promotions pulled off something like that with the ref stopping the fight, you know how many narratives? Y'all listen, we will still be talking about the narratives. Bob Arum is bad for the business. He's a cheater. They've been stealing, all of this. It was a little outcry with the PBC, but for the majority of it, it was like anything else PBC. A fighter over at the PBC can come out and tell you they're on drugs, they are this, they are that. What do? When I say they, I mean like the YouTubers, the fanatic, the PBC fanatics. They send out group emails. They be like, yo, we're not going to talk about this. We're not going to mention it. If we don't mention it for a couple of days, it'll go away. It'll go away. That's what they do. This Tony Weeks thing is gonna go away. But like I said, had it been the Zone, Matchroom, they would have been the devil. They would have been low down, despicable. They would have been cheats. But it was two black men. Tony Weeks is a black man last time I checked. He got the call from another black man, respectfully, allegedly. Why aren't they the devils? Why aren't they low down and dirty? Why? You know why? Because the narrative has been for so long when it comes to them that they was the saviors. They was the best thing that happened to the sport. They take care of the fighters. But the last time I checked, a lot of their fighters are on the unemployment line. You're like, man, they're $1 million. They're millionaires. They're on the unemployment line. When is the last time a lot of their fighters have fought? A year for an undisputed champion over there in Mel Charlo. A year. Over a year now. Because today is the 17th, right? Yes, today is the 17th. So it is officially 13 months for a 3-belt champion. Yes. Unemployment line. Unemployment line. 13 months for a former champion, Dennis Ugas, because that was Earl's opponent. A former unified 2-belt welterweight champion, Keith Thurman, is probably on 15 months. These are former champion, unified champions, welterweight, quote unquote, millionaire fighters on the unemployment line. Because if you don't get a fight, you're unemployed, right? That's how that works. If y'all caught my source the other day, I was breaking it down how basically prize fighters are independent contractors. So as an independent contractor, if you don't get a contract, a job, you're unemployed. You're unemployed. It's all business. He said half their fighters aren't getting paid. That is a fact. Let's put that up there. Thank you for that comment, T. This has been the Source Talk. Man, look, I gave you guys a good hour. This was a good, informative hour, man. You know, I still got a lot of footage from the gym last night. Still got a lot. Marley and Amani did rec center rules. 30 minutes fighting, no bell. And then Marley did 5 rounds after that. Good stuff, though. Bill's champions. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo in the building. He says, salute, Showtime shop. They can come trucks with us. Yeah, they need to, right? They don't know. I haven't been in my truck in a week now. I've been in that sweeper, man. I drove my truck, not the past Saturday, but the Saturday prior to that. I've been in the sweeper, man. I like it. You know, they got me in the sweeper. Today I did a nice section. You know, it's tedious work, but it's like you got to be on point, man. I'll be telling my wife that I'll be like, yeah, I'll be more tired working the sweeper because you got to stay on point. Or the only time I really get to really relax is lunchtime and break time when I go get morning break. Other than that, I'm on point because you got, depending on the area in the cars, some areas are better than others. Some areas, you don't have that much cars on the road, so you can really go gutter to gutter. But where we're at right now, we're in the lawn. It's a lot of, people don't use their driveways for whatever reason. Well, what's the purpose of having a driveway in the garage if you're not going to park your car there? He said, Showtime shot WCS about to buy Mr. some Jordan Sunday morning. Yes. I hadn't got a pair, but you know me. I've been on my LeBrons. I broke the LeBrons out the last fight. I did have the Jordans on deck. To me, the Jordans aren't that comfortable anymore. I like LeBrons is so comfortable. LeBrons is so comfortable. I might do some more LeBrons for the Toledo fight. I don't know yet. The Jordans aren't like I got a couple pair of Jordans. They're just not comfortable no more, man. They're stylish, but as far as like when you're on your feet, and one thing about me, at these fights, I'm on my feet a lot. I'm moving. So that's why I like the LeBrons. The low cuts and the highs. You can maneuver around in the LeBrons. He said, Lomo about to get me paid. Oh, you're going with Lomo. Check out my video from the gym. A lot of guys in the gym. Jihad is going with Lomo. Marley. Coach Tucker. A lot of guys is going with Lomo, man. They think the footwork might get Devin Haney dizzy. Where's your bike at? Is it in the room? Huh? Oh, go get it. Yeah. Def, you go outside. You got to guard that bike, man.
It's in the backyard.
Nah, it's still. Somebody will steal it. I told y'all the story when the dude came in the yard.
Like they stole the other one.
Yo, the dude, the crackhead, man. Well, listen, man. People don't understand. When you're on drugs, you could do. He did a Mission Impossible, man. My neighbor has the camera across the street. Daffy was in here, not on her job. Yo, the crackhead came on it. Yo, he had a 10-speed bike. He didn't even have a mountain bike. Yo, he put my lawn chair table on his back, right? On his back, on a 10-speed, took the table to the scrapper.
He took 2 chairs.
Yes, and 2 chairs, right? I seen him. I was going to dust him off, man. But then I know he has a sickness, right? And I said to myself, I thought about what he did, and I said, man, to do that on a 10-speed, you really needed a fix.
Guess what? We found Mommy passed the house, and Mommy passed this house, and it was the yellow one. Yeah, and we sold the table.
Yeah, he sold it for crack.
No, this table.
Yes, he sold it. He sold it for drugs.
He's a drug person.
Yeah, he has a sickness. But I was gonna dust him off, man. But then I was like, he reminded me of Gator. You remember Gator from Jungle Fever? Remember when Gator did the dances for Wesley Snipes? He reminded me of that. Go outside with it, Dad. Go. But yeah, man, he took. Listen, when my neighbor across the street, because my neighbor across the street, their camera faces our house in the driveway. Yo, you seen him. He was like my man from what's the what was the Eddie Murphy, it was like, it wasn't a cartoon, But it was like it was like an animation the PJs. He was like Smokey. Yo, remember Smokey, the crackhead from the PJs? Yo, he was Smokey, man. Yo, he put a table and 2 chairs on his yo. It was like, man, I seen him at the train station. I was gonna dust him off, right? Dust him off, man. But it's like, wow, he's not it. Karma get him, man. Karma get him. You know, the old me though, man, I would have really violated him, man. But I see how he looked. I was like, he needed more. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, you know, he's sick. He's dying anyway. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's how you got to look at it, yeah. You got to. Now, listen, be honest with you, right? I could have dusted him off, did him dirty, and then I probably would have blocked one of my blessings. Yeah, he said he was funny base hell, the crackhead. Yeah, for the PJ. Smokey. That was his name for the PJs, man. That's my show, man. With Super. That's how Dude what? Yo, Dude really put. Yo, that table was. Yo, when I tell you, yo, listen. That's why I had to. I knew he was sick. He needed a fixed bed. Yo, this table is heavy, bro. Yo, he put it on his back on it. Yo, he didn't even have a mountain bike, man. He had a 10-speed. You know how thin 10-speed tires are? People don't even ride those no more, man. He had a 10-speed, man. Remember the old school 10 speeds? He had one of those, man. Wow. But yes, man. I'm about to wrap this up, man. Hopefully y'all was digging my sauce. Had a little bit of time, man. Shout out to everybody that stopped through WCS. My guy T, NYT, Mr. Gumbo. This was the Toprank Toby, man. Are we gonna hold or not? I'm not. We, y'all, word. Are y'all gonna hold Devin to that now? Did he break code, man? He broke code, man. Did he break code? He said, "I got a 10-speed, bro." Man, well, you're an older guy, Mr. Gumbo. That was your era. But they don't make those no more like that, man. I just bought Reen a bike, man. I didn't see no 10 speeds in there, man. I know they still use those, but I didn't see none. You know? Those were back in the day. They got all type of ill bikes now. Bikes with motors, a lot of mountain bikes, cross, what do they call it? Like cross rangers. But the 10 speeds was back in the day. Those were like 80 classics. Yeah, I'm 44. I'm showing my age a little bit. Those were classics. I mean, we had a program at the YDA where you could make bikes. We used to be able to put bikes together at the YDA, man. The Youth Development Association, the YDA, man. Don't knock it if you don't know about the YDA, man. The YDA was the spot back in the day, man. Now they call it all. They got all other kind of names for those type of places. Enrichment Center, you know. But yeah, man. So is Devin a top ranked house Negro now? He said they still do mine as a racing bike, bro. Yeah, those you got a Tour de France special. You got a Tour de France special, but they don't. Yo, listen, the bikes now are mountain bikes, man. Those cross rangers, the joints with the thick tires. I forget what they call them. They got the super thick tires on them now, man. Gumbo, you got an old school. What was my man's name? He was on steroids though, man. He won the Tour de France mad times. Greg LeMond. Hopefully I said that right, man. Greg Louganis. Is it Greg Louganis? Somebody Google it real quick. Matter of fact, let me do it. I'm right here. I'm at the desk. I'll Google it and get it right, man. The Tour de France winner. You got one of those, man. The 10 speeds was rocking, man. You're an older guy, Gumbo. I'm telling you, nowadays it's the mountain bikes with the big, thick tires. Greg Louganis, I think his name was. I'm gonna look it up. I'm at the desk right now, man. See, I'm not on my phone doing this. Tour de France. Yeah, but they said my man was on steroids, man. I think they stripped him of all his wins, man. Yeah. Lance Armstrong. Who the hell? Yeah, there you go. Gumbo. Lance Armstrong. Where the hell I get Greg Louganis from, man? Lance Armstrong, man. Where the hell? Who was Greg Louganis? I gotta look up Greg Louganis, man. Lance Armstrong. That's it, man. Shout out to Gumbo, man. Who the hell was Greg? Let me look up Greg Louganis, man. It was Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong was on drugs, man. Lance Armstrong, man. That's all right. I know I was bugging, man. Yo, Greg Louganis was the diver. He was the diver, man. My bad. Greg Louganis was the diver. My bad. He was the diver. Remember, he hit his head. He got the stitches. He was the diver. But Lance Armstrong, yeah, Lance was on drugs, man. That's why, Lance was running through the Tour de France, man. Yeah, they stripped him of everything, Tid. They stripped him, man. He was out there on drugs, man. He was on juice. Listen, I ain't gonna touch that, man. But I see, shout out to WCS. WCS did one yesterday. He shook, I don't care what nobody says, right? The small channels, the channels you think people don't watch, all small channel got to do is a controversial topic. And then it shows you who really are the narrative pushers on YouTube. If somebody like a small channel does something on a popular fighter, right? The so-called big channels got to clean it up for them, man. WCS dropped that joint, right? And I started to be real petty, right? And follow that up, right? The Juice Chronicles with Victor Cocktail and all that, right? But I knew I was gonna drop the Spence series, so I didn't even touch it, man. But I was gonna just jump all over that too. He said, Lance had Jamel's bottle. Yeah, he did, right? He did, man. He's from Texas too. I think. Let me see. Let me look Lance up. Lance is from Texas, man. Yo, man, what's going on down there? Hold on, man. Let me see. Lance Armstrong is from Texas, bro. If he's from Texas, I'm done. I think he is from Texas, man. Yup. Plano, Texas. I knew it. Man. Lance is from, man, them Texas boys is different, man. Them Texas boys is different. 1971, born in Plano, Texas, man. He was the only rider to win 7 Tour de France titles, but who was later stripped of all his titles. Damn. He won 7 joints, and they took them all. Lance was out there. He was on PEDs, man. Plano, look. Oh, man. Dallas, of all places. Dallas. He said, that's by Dallas, shot. Yeah, that's where he stays at now. Man. Lance Armstrong, man. Lance was eating that good brisket, man. He was getting that same meat that Canelo was getting. Yeah, those dudes is on drugs down there, man. I mean, damn, Lance. They stripped you all 7 of your joints, man. Damn, man. Like, but yo, you should have knew something, man. Yo, the Tour de France is like it's hectic. Yo, Lance, right? You know how Lance used to do dudes dirty? Remember if you follow the Tour de France, right? It's mad stages. Yo, they ride through the mountains, right? Yo, Lance was the only person in Tour de France history. Like everybody else used to get weak during the mountains, right? Yo, Lance would just hit another gear. Yo, Gumbo said it was that water bottle. Yeah, Lance has something in that water, man. Yo, Lance was hitting, and they would get in the mountains. Yo, Lance would just blow it on dudes in the stages when they get to the mountains, man. Oh man, that was rest in peace to Padmore, man. Yo, Padmore, he was getting the bottle from Padmore, man. Remember, Padmore gave Aaron Pryor that bottle, man. Yo, I'm about to shut this down and go and watch some vintage Padmore, man. Yeah, Padmore was a good trader, man. He was just old school, dog. He was dirty. Give me that bottle, I miss. Pat, rest in peace to Padmore, man. Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna say this respectfully, man. It's a lot of dirty fighters right now, man. You heard? That's boxing is a dirty game, bro. It's just when you get caught, man. That's when you get caught, man. Yo, Padmore said, "Give me the bottle." Matter of fact, look, let me see. I gotta give y'all a good laugh, man. I could pull that up on my phone right now and give y'all a great laugh, man. The 6 of y'all that's in here rocking with me. Watch. Panama Lewis, man. Yo, give me the bottle of one of our mix. That is vintage, man. Yo, I'm gonna play that audio so y'all can laugh, man. I want y'all to cry. Yo, did they ever say what was in that bottle? Because remember, Aaron Pryor turned into the juggernaut, man. Here it goes right here. Yeah. Yeah, that was the 14th round. Here it goes. Yeah, the one I mixed. Padmore had a different type of sauce. It wasn't no sea moss in that one. You heard what he said? Give me the bottle. The one I mixed. The one I mixed. Padmore had the mixture, man. That was the Aaron Pryor fight. Shout out to Tia Gumbo for bringing that up, man. Oh, man. It ain't even Thursday, man. Y'all gave me a good throwback laugh right there. Rest in peace to Padmore, man. Padmore was dirty. Jamel Charlo had one of them Gatorade bottles, man. You know who told? Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because they a coward. Yeah. And I say that respectfully, right? They are a coward. Come on. You gotta lift it up, man. Give me. Bring it in. Oh, you know. Go. Come on, man. You're like, what are you? You're like helpless. Go. Take it now. Go. Watch. Come on. You're doing too much.
It's hard to get up.
No, it's not, man. You're not paying attention.
Yes, it is.
No, you're not paying attention. Here. You're not paying attention.
I want to put it in here.
No. Because it's going in here. Here, go. That's Coach Reed. Always in the mix, right? But Panama, right? And back to Panama, I'm gonna say this, right? Yo, Buddy is a coward. I'm talking about DJ with Charlo, right? Yo, DJ is a coward, bro. Yo, DJ knew that bottle was dirty. I'm gonna show you how he's a coward. Yeah, he didn't want no parts of it. Yeah, because right, it might come out in the future, but if they would have got jammed up, you see how he didn't want to touch it. He didn't want to be implicated. Yeah, he didn't want to be implicated. Yo, that's the fact. He had that different type of sauce. Yo, Panama wasn't playing. Yo, man, damn, man. Yeah, did they ever find out what he put in there? Yeah, what did Panama put in there? Yeah, what was his mixture, bro? Panama was different, man. Remember when Panama took the gloves, he took the out of Louis Resto's joints. Yeah, he took the patterns out the gloves. Yo, Panama was different. yo, Louis Resto went to jail. Louis Resto went to jail. He never recovered from that, bro. Panama got banned for life, but Panama was still like fighters was still messing with him, man. He just couldn't get a license, but he was still training fighters and getting checks. He just wasn't getting them officially. But man, see y'all took me back with that, man. But listen, man, I appreciate all y'all stopping through. I'm gonna wrap this up. What is that? No. That you can have your stuff, not mine. Put that back. That's yours. The other stuff is mine. Like you always doing that. You're not taking my stuff, man. Or take your own stuff. But yes, gotta watch them, man. Coach Reed be trying to sneak stuff out. Like, nah, that's mine. Get up out of here. Scram, buddy. Scram. Yeah, he stripped the padding out them joints, man. Yo, my man killed himself, man. Dude, Billy, listen, man. Yeah, he killed himself, man. He killed himself, man. Rest in peace to him. That's a dope. You probably can find that on YouTube too. But I know they used to have that. It used to be on I forget. Was it Showtime? That documentary was on, man. Yo, Louis Resto went to jail. Yeah, he was running around the Bronx, man. He was homeless, man, getting high in the Bronx, man. They did him dirty, bro. Yeah, he lost his license. He went to jail, and they never let him get his license back. Yeah, he did time for that, man. They never, they banned him for life, man. They should have let him got his license back, man. Cause he served his time, bro. And any other thing in life, if you serve your time, you get a second chance, man. They never gave him a second chance. Man, that man came home and turned into a fiend, bro. He was living in the number. That documentary sad, bro. Because you see Panama, rest in peace to Panama. Panama was still good. Remember, I think Panama worked the Zab Judah Cotto fight, but he couldn't remember. He was banned, so he couldn't be in the what's thing. But you see, he was at the spot around the corner from the Garden. Heavy. He was heavy, man. Heavy, man. He still was working with fighters in Miami and all that. Giving y'all a little history lesson. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I don't think I'm gonna go to the rec tonight, man. I was at the rec 2 nights in a row. Give it a little break. I mean, but check out because I still got some footage to put up for the rec, man. But the fight prediction, like I said, shout out to Jeff Mayweather. I did the Jeff Mayweather yesterday, man. I interviewed a lot of guys in the gym. I let them give their prediction on the fight. Jihad is with Lomo. Marley's with Lomo. Big Zach. You know, Zach used to be out there with the Mayweather team in the Mayweather camp, man. He was going with Devin Haney. Haney got a lot of votes, too. But a lot of guys ain't sleeping on Lomo, man. See, Gumbo's in here. Gumbo's going with Lomo. Should be a good fight, man. Should be a good fight, man. But like I said, man, salute to everybody that stopped through. I want to catch up on some YouTube now, man. I want to see if my man, hopefully he dropped the other footage, man. Because he was walking in with Haney, man. He was on his Ellie setback, man. He was out there waiting, for Devin Haney to pull up in the Maybach. Look, matter of fact, I'm not, see, unlike these dudes, I'm gonna show you, man. One thing about the source, right? Y'all can hear the footage, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear his footage, man. I was like, I comment. I'm like, why you stop? Because that was hard. But he stopped it. Maybe he's dropping part 2 later. Nah, I don't think he's dropping part 2. Now I just see the interview. That's what they do. They do the interviews after the meeting. But this right here was hard. Look. But he shut it down. He was on his Ellie setback. Devin Haney pulled up in the Maybach truck. See the top ranked camera crew. See his publicist. See they miking him up right here. That's my man from Top Rank right there.
How you feeling, Chad? All right. How you feeling, Chad?
I was like, okay, this is hot right here, right? I was like, this is hot. He about to walk in with him.
The moment you've been waiting for. You've been calling for this fight for years.
This is where it messed me up at. Look, all right, they entering the MGM Grand. I see my man hustling in front of him, getting to the side. So they walking through. This is normal procedure right here. They go to Top Rank people. Yeah, see, I was like, why did he stop it? I was like, he stopped it right there. I thought he was gonna go all the way through with him. I don't know, maybe, but I see he covered the press conference. He got an interview out right now. But if he would have walked in with him, but you know what? Like I said, he's not a team member. He's not a team member. He's media. But maybe if he was a team member, he could have came stepping through. If he was Devin's personal media, he definitely could have did it. But maybe being that it's a pay-per-view fight, and I want y'all to catch this, some of the content is exclusive to Top Rank and ESPN. But hey, what do I know? I'm going to close on that, man. Salute to everybody. Because sometimes that's how it is if you don't sign the waiver. If you don't sign the waiver, because it's just not no small YouTube type stuff that you're dealing with. You're dealing with the networks, the big boys. But hey, what do I know, man? Salute to everybody that stopped in, man. Be on the lookout tomorrow. I'm dropping volume 2 of the series, the spec series. I gotta keep dropping them. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a lot because I got a lot. But shout out to my team. I'll probably drop another little minute clip of Marley and Amani. Support that Frank Martin. I put out a Frank Martin short. I was gonna drop that 2 weeks ago, right? Cause I just, me, certain stuff I sit on. I was like, I want to see the temperature on YouTube. Why, Floyd Schofield Sr., that's Kid Austin's father, killing Frank Martin, calling him a coward. Nobody's speaking about it. Y'all want Frank Martin to fight Keyshawn Davis. Frank Martin got a date July 15th, probably fighting another nobody. But Kid Austin said he'll stop him in 3 rounds. Why nobody talking about that? You know why? Because he's an Earl Spence fighter. Earl Spence is a lot of you dudes gods on here. That should have been talked about. It's boxing talk, right? But hey, what do I know, man? Once again, salute to Gumbo, NYT, WCS. You guys be great, man. Be on the lookout July 1st. Huntington Center, Toledo, Ohio, Jihad Tucker. Think about a month out now, June 17th, Louisiana, New Orleans, the Smoothie King Center, Regis Progress. It's squad. Oh, shout out to D-Ray. Didn't see D-Ray. D-Ray poked his head in here too, man. But y'all know the vibes. Zaga, Yaga, Ahala. You see, my girl made her return. I told y'all. See, I thought she got fired or something, man. Nah, she does other things, but she is back on the scene out there.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimonteloa. I'm a Toprank knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes. Yes, you know the vibes. Ahala.
Ahala. Screw. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.